Courtney was in the center lane of the George Bush Tollway in Rowlett, Texas, with full self-driving engaged when FSD suddenly changed lanes to the right. This lane change was made for a reason, and Courtney told us she couldn't have reacted fast enough to what happened next. Thankfully, FSD was ready and deftly piloted her Tesla around a black Nissan before steering clear of the wrecked cars that rolled into her lane. A car had come to an abrupt halt in the middle of the highway, prompting another driver to stop behind it. The driver of a white Model Y had failed to react before rear-ending the second vehicle at full speed. Courtney pulled over on the shoulder and assisted the elderly Tesla driver, later sharing this video with the involved drivers who all now have one thing in common: they're all searching for the driver of the white car who had mysteriously stopped in the middle of the highway, causing this four-vehicle collision. We tried enhancing frames from the Teslacam footage using AI tools, and the license plate number we came up with returned to a Hyundai Elantra, which doesn't seem right. Then again, we've been wrong once before. Let us know in the comments if you can help out the victims by identifying this car. Kyle was driving through an intersection with a green light when the driver of a Hummer H3 made a left turn, failing to yield. And by failing to yield, we mean she failed to notice Kyle at all. He made an evasive maneuver to the right, but the Hummer still struck the driver's side of his Tesla. When the Tesla's wheel made contact with the Hummer, it was ripped clean off. And it wasn't just any wheel, it was a Martian wheel. Police were summoned to the scene, and the vehicle ended up being towed away. Kyle is now filing an insurance claim with the other driver's insurance provider. Imagine you're the detective investigating this collision. Who would you say was responsible, Kyle or the Hummer driver? If you guessed the Hummer driver was in the wrong, you're correct. Not only was she committing a crime against common sense by driving that ridiculous gas guzzler, she was also found fully responsible for causing the collision. This anonymous submitter was driving his Model Y in West Windsor, New Jersey. He was following behind a Jeep when he noticed headlights approaching him quickly from behind. The speeding car overtook our submitter before hitting grass on the left shoulder, losing control and slamming into the Jeep. The car ended up crashing into some bushes before they all stopped. I think we can safely say that was the worst executed overtake so far this year. Dakota was on his usual route to work, and he had no idea his day was about to take a huge turn for the worse. A minivan T-boned the side of his Tesla, sending it into a violent spin before it came to a stop in the dirt. Dakota told us he hadn't seen any vehicles as he approached the uncontrolled intersection, so he'd proceeded through it as usual. Just as he entered the intersection, he saw the minivan approaching fast from his right. He tried to accelerate to avoid a collision, but it wasn't enough to get him out of danger. The collision report Dakota got from Tesla proves exactly what happened. He did indeed accelerate just before the impact. We can also see he was traveling at 30 miles per hour, FSD was not in use, and he unbuckled his seatbelt 4 seconds after impact so he could check on the other driver. Thankfully, neither of them were hurt, but they still decided to call the police. Officers arrived 5 minutes later. Dakota thinks the other driver was probably distracted as she hadn't tried to slow down or swerve. He also thinks the collision could have been avoided if she'd been paying attention. Even so, when her insurance provider reached out to Dakota, he was shocked by their findings. Without even watching this footage or reading Dakota's statement or the police report, the other driver's insurance only accepted 55% liability for the collision, which means they thought Dakota was 45% responsible. Dakota's own insurance provider is helping him fight the claim, as they agree that he's completely blameless for this collision. What do you think? Sadly, his Tesla was totaled after the repair bill exceeded $20,000 US. Now he's waiting to find out who will ultimately be found responsible for the collision. We've gotta say, we love that license plate. Even so, Dakota's hands actually were on the steering wheel when this collision occurred, as Tesla's report revealed. We do wonder what might have happened if he'd been using FSD instead. John was supervising his Model 3's full self-driving in Oakland Park, Florida, when a jaywalker suddenly stepped in front of his car. FSD slowed down as the guy kept walking, but that's not what this story is about at all. Moments later, the Tesla was stopped at a traffic light when an impatient pickup driver tried to squeeze by John in the turn lane. John pointed out that the pickup driver could have easily jumped the curb if he'd wanted to, but he chose to squeeze extra close to John's Tesla instead. To make things even more dangerous, the pickup driver had put spikes on his rims. Surprise, surprise, those spikes sliced into the side of John's Tesla. Those things can't be legal, can they? More importantly, why in the world would you install them? To fight off attacking Teslas? The pickup driver admitted fault and offered to pay for the repairs without involving insurance. John agreed, but he insisted they exchange insurance information just in case. Tesla quoted $1,800 for the repairs, and one way or the other, the pickup driver will be paying the bill. This anonymous submitter parked his Cybertruck in Los Angeles, California before it was attacked by a vandal. An unknown man walked up a small hill before spotting the Cybertruck, appearing to check it out as he walked past it. He walked in front of it, apparently smiling. The smile wasn't friendly though. The stranger soon returned, and this time he was armed with a large knife. He stabbed the blade into the front right tire, then made his way to the back tire and slashed that one as well. He didn't leave until he'd slashed 3 tires, all while being recorded by Sentry mode. Our submitter made a police report with the LAPD, but they still haven't identified this violent attacker. If you recognize him, please contact us and we'll forward the information along. Now, we could be wrong, but it looks like the vandal is holding a card in his hand as he approaches, and it looks like it's black with an orange circle on it, just like a Tesla key card. No matter what it is, what we do know for sure is that Cybertruck hate is real. If you don't believe us, just keep watching. Ryan was pulling his Cybertruck into the parking lot at the Timberline Lodge ski area when chaos erupted. While nearly all the vehicles around him lost traction, his Cybertruck held on and maintained control until it was rear-ended by a fishtailing Subaru Forester. Ryan pointed out that the 3 combustion pickups in this video were all having difficulty maintaining traction. The Tacoma driver was pumping the brakes, the silver F-150 going the wrong direction must have spun out before Ryan rounded the corner, and the black pickup behind them went completely into a snowbank. The Cybertruck didn't have any trouble, until it was rear-ended. The involved drivers exchanged insurance information. The collision didn't cause any injuries, but plenty of people got rear-ended when they got out of their vehicles and slipped on the road. Sadly, they weren't satisfied with merely landing on their butts. Ryan told us they started acting like butts too. He told us multiple jerks were yelling at him as if the collision was his fault. He thinks they targeted him because of his choice of vehicle, even though his was one of the few that were able to maintain control. He got plenty of thumb downs and heard "Cybertruck sucks" from gawkers as he left the ski area, and he said it felt like he was taking the walk of shame. Ryan is still waiting on a repair quote. The damage to his Cybertruck appears mostly cosmetic, and he had no problem using full self-driving to smoothly drive home after reaching the highway. The other vehicles didn't fare so well, especially the Subaru. Cyberdad was with his family on a scenic drive in their Cybertruck when they parked at Rockaway Beach to enjoy the view. For no apparent reason, 2 individuals, a man and a woman, were walking by when they decided to give the camera a nasty gesture before kicking the tailgate full force. Little did they know, the family watched the whole thing happen from inside the pickup. Cyberdad jumped out and confronted the vandals. The footage cut when Cyberdad hit the button to save it, but he told us the guy ran off and left the woman behind when Cyberdad got out of the car. What a gentleman! Cyberdad called the police. They arrived a few minutes later, and he showed them what had happened before they wrote up a police report. Right away, multiple officers were dispatched and began patrolling the area, searching for the individuals. Cyberdad would appreciate any help identifying them and asks that you contact the Pacifica Police Department with any information about the case. He even provided the case number, so if you recognize our Gentleman of the Year nominee, call 650-738-7314 and reference case number 24-3222. They also have an online tip form, and we'll put the link in the description. Although there was no damage done to the stainless steel tailgate, fixing the tailgate latch will require a visit to a Tesla service center. Matt was entering a highway in Italy when wham! A truck lost a load of wooden planks that collided with his Model 3. Thankfully, when he flashed his headlights at the truck, the driver stopped. The repair estimate from a non-Tesla body shop was over 9,500 euros, about $10,000 US. Thankfully, the truck driver's insurance provider will be paying for the repairs. Victor was using autopilot to drive home after an appointment when he just happened to look out his window and spot a bunch of debris flying everywhere. He wasn't quite sure what had happened. He didn't hear or see the cause, but based on his footage, it looks like road rage gone horribly wrong. Victor tried to pull over in case his witness statement was needed, but neither driver stopped, and this road rage incident turned into a hit and run. Victor called the police to see if they wanted his Teslacam footage, just in case anyone had reported the collision. He then immediately sent it to us, making this Victor's third time being featured on Wham Baam Teslacam. We haven't exactly been keeping track, but that definitely seems like a record. Gator reports and his wife were headed home after enjoying some tacos when they witnessed a minivan driver attempt a left-hand turn. The driver gunned the engine only to collide with a Nissan Cube, which then spun and struck a Ford F-350. The driver of the F-350 saw the collision coming and moved forward about a foot, so the Nissan only struck the quarter panel and bumper cover. The minivan driver admitted fault, but she also claimed she was too short to see over the steering wheel. Rahul and his girlfriend were headed to pick up some lunch when they encountered an old lady who decided not to check her mirrors. Rahul pointed out that a few seconds before the collision, she was exiting a gas station without waiting until it was safe to do so. Rahul had to slow down to avoid colliding with her vehicle even though he had the right-of-way. After avoiding this first reckless maneuver, Rahul sped up to get some distance from her after she turned into the far lane. But she wasn't done. Typically, she waved her hands around after the collision before Rahul got out to confront her. While it looks like they had a quite heated argument, the other driver admitted full responsibility. Evidently, she had wanted to go straight at the intersection ahead and had accidentally turned into the left turn only lane. Rahul also told us that when he plays Wham Baam videos on his TV, his dog Fluff is totally hooked and gives our videos his full attention. This isn't the first time submitters have told us about their dogs enjoying our videos. Let us know if your dog does the same in the comments. Maybe they just like my voice. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Joshua was driving home with his family and obeying the 25-mile-per-hour speed limit when his Tesla suddenly engaged automatic emergency braking and swerved to the left to avoid another vehicle that had crossed his path. The other driver took down a sign before stopping. Joshua turned around and made sure the other driver was okay. Thankfully, she was fine. Joshua told her she should be more careful. He had his wife and young son in his car and she could have killed them. She responded by telling Joshua that he should be more careful. She accused him of speeding, which we can clearly see was not the case, and then claimed her car had been hit by a pole. Joshua told her that wasn't his problem and left her to deal with it on her own. Pedram and his wife were driving home on Saturday night when they heard a loud crunching noise behind them. As they turned through an intersection, the pickup truck behind them lost control and collided with two other vehicles waiting at the intersection. Then the pickup driver fled the scene. Pedram circled back to check on the victims and to see if he'd caught the pickup's license plate on his Teslacam. Sadly, his footage didn't clearly capture the license plate, but they shared the footage with the victims anyway, which may help them with their insurance claims. Michael was heading to work early one morning on frost-covered roads when he stopped for traffic up ahead, but the driver behind him did not. The driver who'd rear-ended him was a visitor from Singapore driving a rental car, and Michael suspects he was probably unfamiliar with driving in icy conditions, or perhaps he wasn't paying attention. Thankfully, nobody was injured. The other driver's rental was undrivable, while Michael's Tesla was at least able to get out of the way of traffic. When the two drivers stopped to talk, they discovered they were both on their way to work for the same company. The other driver apologized to Michael as the police arrived to make a collision report. Right away, officers decided the collision was the other driver's fault before citing him for driving too fast for conditions. It's estimated that repairing Michael's Tesla will cost $18,500. Since the responsible party was driving a rental car paid for by their shared employer, in a roundabout way, Michael's own boss will be paying to fix his car. Ironically, Michael told us he'd just watched our latest Best of Wham Baam Teslacam video the night before this happened, and he's wondering if that jinxed him somehow. We should put that theory to the test. Watch that video if you dare and see if you end up in a collision the next day. Just don't say we didn't warn you.